and everything is pointing to a massive move to the upside. We still wait here for a proper move. Again, the playbook could be first down, then up. Stochastic gave already buy signal. We are anticipating the Ethereum ETF to be approved in just less than 12 days from today. This will lead to a massive price explosion across the Ethereum ecosystem. Hence why I believe that we are entering really soon phase 2 of this cycle. Bitcoin, on the other hand, is not really moving, but I'm gonna show you why we are not seeing any volatility in the Bitcoin price right now. Let's go. So for Bitcoin, over the weekend, we usually know that price action is quite boring. And I have a theory, sometimes it's exactly going according to this theory, sometimes not. We are deviating from that. But for today, I believe that we are here exactly on point with what I believe is going to happen. When we're going here to the Bitcoin CME chart, then we see that the closing price on Friday was around $64,320, and the current Bitcoin price is around the same level. So why is that important? Because we are opening in a couple of hours, basically in 12 hours. If in 12 hours CME is opening at the current price level, then we will not have a CME gap, and that will help the Bitcoin price to immediately push into higher price levels. I had earlier the indicators on here for the CME chart. Let me see if I can get them back quickly. So here you see Stochastic gave already buy signal. MACD is about to give a buy signal on the CME chart. Here, upside is definitely favored when it comes to the CME futures. Hence why I believe if we don't get a CME gap, that we will continue to push to the upside. Also, the volatility is again, almost at rock bottom here, which is also telling me that we are definitely in here for an explosive move as soon as the volatility is coming back into the market. And for that, we need to break above the 30% level. Now, with this week's close on the volatility, I actually believe that we are going to hit the bottom of 24%, more or less. And then next week, so basically tomorrow, when we start pushing back to the upside, next week we're going to see the volatility making a comeback to the upside over the next following weeks here. Liquidation levels, also here we can now definitely see that a lot of people think that Bitcoin is ready to move back into higher prices based on the over-leveraged longs that are coming in here just below current prices, but also a lot of late shorters are coming in here around the $64,700 level, and it goes all the way up to like $67,000. I believe these people here, this cluster, that will be the shorters that will get punished the first once Bitcoin starts making its move into the EMA ribbon here above $65,000. When we're going to the liquidation heat map, and I want to go here again to the 12-hour to the 24-hour chart here. Actually, I can stay here for a little bit on the monthly here. So here on the monthly, you see around $65,000. There is the next bigger level where we would start liquidating some shorts here. Around 400, almost $800 million would get liquidated if we push it to the upside. If we are pushing a little bit lower, we would liquidate $400 million. So there is a chance that we are coming down here first before we go up. So take the liquidity just below us, then get a jump to the upside and take that liquidity, and then continue the trajectory completely to the upside. Now, when I go here to the last 24 hours to see what kind of liquidity has built up here, so then also here you can clearly see around $63,700, $63,600. There is right now a lot of concentrated longs, but also just above us at $65,000, as I just mentioned, there is the hottest area. So again, the playbook could be first down, then up. If we go first up, I don't believe that we will come down anymore. So we can trade this in any case to the upside. The only question is, do you want to potentially wait that we first come down and enter here? Do you have to get in a little bit higher while we are taking out the $65,000 level. So as you know, I'm already in a Bitcoin trade here, roughly $70 underwater. I'm not really concerned about that. But I can tell you, once we're breaking here, which level is that? $64,500. You're gonna see when we get a 4-hourly close above that level that Bitcoin is starting to rally to the upside into higher prices. And guys, don't forget, if you want to trade with me together, then go to Bybit. You still get $30,000 for signing up with the link down below here. And if you cannot use Bybit for some reason, go to Margex. They have no KYC with the link that you find just below that. And if you want just to copy trade me on Fairdesk and get the highest bonus in the industry, $120,000, then use the link here under the video description and in the pinned comment of this video. There you find all these links, guys. Also on the 8-hourly chart, we still wait here for a proper move above $64,600 so that we know that the bullish divergence that we have here on this 8-hourly chart is finally playing out. So that small move here from that lower low to the upside, that $700 move, that is not a bullish divergence being confirmed or playing out, and that's what we are waiting for here right now. So, and we will get our confirmation once we're breaking above $64,600. In terms of the correction cycle, we are now at the 102-day level since we created the prior all-time high, and yeah, now we are for 102 days consolidating here. But also based on the fracture that I just put in yesterday, you see here we got another green candle for today. Now tomorrow, if that fractal is continuing to be true, then tomorrow we should get a nice move to the upside above $65,000 and then continue here the staircase to the upside in terms of price action. So, but the fact that we are now a really important inflection point in terms of the correction cycle that we had so far, we should over the next coming days finally get a move that gets us out of here. Also, once again here in terms of indicators on the daily chart, we are still flatlining here massively on a stochastic RSI, the MACD, also the RSI, and everything is pointing to a massive move to the upside. Again, I want to remind you about the kinetic energy that that you suppress when you squeeze together a spring, you know. So, and at some point you lose power to keep that energy from moving away, and once you release it, the spring is directly snapping, you know, directly snapping away. So that is what we are going to see here once Bitcoin is breaking this downward sloping trend line and starts to move here to the upside, when we are above the $65,500, $66,000 level. And again, based on the indicators here that the price action is for so long suppressed, and we see this here by the sloping here along the bottom on these indicators, also here the RSI flatlining, and also the MACD slowly showing signs that the selling is getting here exhausted, sellers getting exhausted, is pointing to the fact that we are going to get a nice push to the upside. The only thing that we need to then analyze is if that is a sustained move to the upside, or it will be just a quick punishment move for all the shorts that are in the market to grab liquidity, and we come straight back down. So that is something that we need to figure out once we are getting this nice breakout to the upside. But I think the chances are really slim that this will be just a punishment move for the shorters in the market. Also, the falling wedge pattern still intact. Nothing has really changed here. And now when we go to the Bitcoin dominance, here we are following really close the fracture that I had drawn in here with the directional move for the Bitcoin dominance. So the dominance should rise by tomorrow, and again that would usually coincide with an upside move in Bitcoin. Of course, the dominance can also go up when altcoins are bleeding. So, but we saw that just recently where this was occurring on the chart. And from what I'm seeing right now, when the dominance comes now back up, it is because the Bitcoin price is moving to the upside simultaneously. Once that is happening and we reach, let's say, $70,000, I believe that from there we are going to get a small rejection back down to like 68, 67. And at that point, the dominance will start dropping, and we finally get some nice movements across altcoins. Now, I told you that there are some coins that I'm watching right now because of the second phase that is about to happen for Bitcoin, for the whole cycle overall. So when we speak about the different phases in the market, it's called the path to altcoin season. So we got now our first phase where everybody was focused on Bitcoin. And now with the Ethereum ETF, I believe the second phase is just about to start, where we see money flowing from Bitcoin into Ethereum based on the ETF. And that will have a huge impact on the beta plays for Ethereum. And that is what I want to show you here today.
Welcome to DeFi Tech, where traditional finance meets the future. Are you tired of the constraints of centralized banking systems? Do you crave for more control over your financial journey? Then you don't need to look any further than DeFi Tech, your passport to decentralized finance. Decentralized finance, or DeFi for short, is revolutionizing how we think about money. By utilizing blockchain technology, DeFi Tech allows you to access a wide array of financial services without the need for intermediaries. Whether you are interested in earning passive income through staking, borrowing funds with lower interest rates, or trading digital assets securely, DeFi Tech has you covered. Our user-friendly platform puts the power back in your hands, offering seamless integration with your digital assets. Join the millions of individuals already leveraging the potential of DeFi with DeFi Tech. The commitment of DeFi Tech to innovation and security sets them apart, ensuring that your assets are safeguarded at all times. Visit defi.tech.
So when we're looking here at Ethereum, we can see also Ethereum is sitting at a really important converging point here, because we are trying to take back the point of control on the VPVR around the $3,500 level. $3,520 to be exact. And that is also coinciding with the downward sloping trend line that is also holding price action currently down and prevents us from seeing a nice push to the upside. Again, I believe that this will also coincide with a move in Bitcoin. Max by tomorrow. After tomorrow, we should get our move here. Once we are above the point of control, the next level that Ethereum will attack is the $3,800 level. And again, the closer we get to the Ethereum ETF approval, the more likely it is that Ethereum will start making its move here to the upside. Now, in terms of beta plays, one of them is RNDR that I'm looking at. Of course, RNDR is fitting in many baskets, actually. It fits in AI, second layer, Ethereum ecosystem, GPU. So there's a lot of application for it. So, but here on the weekly chart, what I'm looking at, we are currently still in the buy zone for RNDR. The buy zone is from $6.60 to like $7.49. And when I look here at the indicators on the weekly chart, so here also maximum by first week of July, we should get a nice move here to the upside in RNDR based on what I see in the indicators. So the MACD is not slowing down here in terms of selling, but I think that is lagging. The stochastic RSI is at the bottom. The RSI is still slightly bullish, and the price action is strongly getting supported from our current buy zone, which tells me that this will be holding as support. Hence why I'm interested to build here an investment entry position and hold this potentially through the whole bull run. So what I am going to do is I will buy today here a little bit. Again, 20% of the money that I have on the side. And if I see here the break of this downward sloping trend line, there I'm going to add another 50%. And then I wait if we are getting one more time here back into the buy zone. If not, and we start moving above $9, there I'm going to add the remainder of my 30%. And then I let this ride into a new all-time high for RNDR. This is how I'm going to play this for this specific coin. Then Ondo is overall really, really strong here. An RWA coin. On the 4-hourly chart, we are forming right now a falling wedge pattern. That falling wedge will break out, if we are getting a breakout, by tomorrow. To the upside. Again, there's a 70% chance that this pattern is breaking to the upside, 30% chance that we're breaking to the downside. But it has a bullish bias because we came out of here an upwards move, see some consolidation. So the trajectory should remain here to the upside. Here, the initial target is $1.33. That did not change. Also, current levels are good for accumulating. Indicators are still quite bullish here. Stochastic pointed to the upside. MACD losing steam on the seller side, and the RSI is kind of flatlining. But again, it could be also associated with the boring price action overall over the weekend. So by tomorrow, we should see here also some nice candles trying to push here back above $1.20. So again, current levels good for entries for Ondo, and holding this as an investment entry for me personally. I'm looking at least $2. I might open also a scalp position, and there I'm going to take profit around $1.37, $1.40-ish. Then Phantom also one of the coins that was not hit so hard like many others in this correction. Here we are trying to break the downward sloping trend line on the daily chart. Indicators highly bullish. We are getting today a buy signal on the MACD. RSI also slightly pointing to the upside. Stochastic is here already in bullish territory. So in here we only need to break above the 60 cents level to see a nice pop to the upside. So if you want to wait to enter, wait here for the 60 cents level to be broken, and then the initial target would be 93 cents and here $1.14. So also more something of an investment entry than a scalp. But of course you could also just enter at 60 cents, hold it until like 75, 80 as a scalp, and then get out of it. Then the last coin that I'm looking at right now is a coin that is on the on base. So why am I starting to look into coins that are on base? Because base, Coinbase has, I think they have 500 million users, and they have now created something in the app where you can basically text somebody shitcoins, meme coins, whatever, directly via text. The adoption curve is insane with something like this. So, and that's why quality projects that are right now already on base, where you spend a fraction in transaction fees than what you spend directly on Ethereum, will blow up in my opinion. So, and AXL is one of them, and they are building applications on base. That is here in a massive consolidation phase in that falling wedge here, and once that is breaking out, this should at least go back to like $2. So that is an easy 3.5x from current prices. My entry here is, so the entry for me would be here around 80 cents. Okay, still 2.5x. And then like I said, if you want to take profit along the way, then here $1.14, $1.34, more or less $2. And then $2.26. These are the levels that I would be looking at. The indicators are heavily bullish here. Stochastic just getting started to point it to the upside. RSI slightly pointing to the upside. We are losing again here momentum on the seller side, which is telling me that we are at least getting a push here to 80 cents in the next couple of days. So overall, really good entries here for the Ethereum ecosystem. And I believe once Ethereum makes its move, it will immediately trickle down into the beta plays. Thank you so much for watching again, guys. Don't forget, smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you again tomorrow.